Hey guys, it's your boy, Onyx. And before we begin the video, I just want to let you guys know that, well, first, apologies. This was supposed to come out a lot earlier, but unfortunately, due to the current pandemic and global situation, amongst other things, it was just delayed indefinitely until now. So apologies on that. Secondly, the content, it was filmed very differently than before. Rudy and I are, of course, in separate homes due to the global situation, and it's just going to be all B-roll, so I'll put whatever game I'm playing at the moment. It could be either Ori or possibly Final Fantasy VII Remake. Either way, we'll discuss the games, and I'll put footage of those games, but for now, bear with us. Again, thanks so much for watching, and sorry for the delay. Let's go on with the video now and enjoy. TGR.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rudy! And on the other side of the world, we got...
Onyx, your boy, chilling. You know, it's funny, this is going to be pretty much an all B-roll video.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I was still, like, getting my face ready, like if I had a camera in front of me. I'm like, come on, dude.
You're, like, fixing your beard and everything like that, getting everything nice and clean.
This weird-ass beard.
Your quarantine beard. Yeah, dude. Mine's still the same. It's the same length. Yeah. It hasn't changed. I've been quarantine bearded my entire life.
There you go.
Oh, man. So, guys, we are here to talk about our quarterly report, Q2 of 2020, and holy guacamole, it has been an interesting predicament, I guess would be the best way of saying it.
Yeah, this global pandemic is kind of rough, and apologies to anybody that, I mean, for all 100 of you that were looking forward to the quarterly report too. Sorry that we're late, obviously, because of the situation that we're all in. It took us a little bit longer to get together and actually record this. So you're going to notice that two of the big games for April are either out or they're literally going to be out in less than 24 hours. So here we are.
Oh, man. It's 7:27 p.m. on the 9th of April right now. So it's like,
yeah.
It's right around the corner. But one of the games has already been out, and that's Resident Evil 3 Remake. Which I have very, very little nostalgic ties to it because I never actually owned the game. So it came out and I was actually kind of stoked about it, but I didn't buy it.
No, and you know what's funny? I loved the Resident Evil 2 remake last year. Mm-hmm. Even though it wasn't perfect, I had many issues with it, but I still really enjoyed the remake. And for Resi 3, I was even more hyped because I, unlike you, played the original release when I was in high school. I actually had a friend who lent me their... You remember the PS1? Like, not the PlayStation 1, but like the tiny little PS1 remodel they did.
Oh, yeah. It
was super small.
Yeah, and I know what you're talking about. It was kind of like curved around the edges and everything like that.
Yeah, I'll put a picture of on the screen so for people that don't know, you can see it. So pretty much he let me borrow his because I didn't have a PS1 at the time. I actually ended up buying a PS2 like a year later, I think. Yeah. But anyway, he lent me his PS1 and he had a portable screen that you would connect to it. So like I literally put his little portable screen on, put some cheapo headphones that I had, and I plugged this thing on like the plug on the wall by my bed. And I was just in this little corner of my bed playing Resident Evil 3, and I'll never forget that experience because it was just like genuinely really, really scary. But for some reason, I don't know, like I guess after the remake came out and I watched some videos on it and stuff, it's a little disappointing, that they cut out a lot of content. Nemesis apparently is like not really as much of a threat as he was before. A lot of things. I'm not gonna get too much into it because it's supposed to be an impressions, like, games coming forward kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Resi 3, I didn't get it. I'll probably get it as when it's on a sale.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I got RE2 for free. It came with my GPU, so I was like,
oh, that's right.
So I was like, might as well. It's there. But RE3, like, I'm like, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I don't know. But after that, the game that comes out at midnight.
At midnight tonight, a week after Resident Evil 3,
is Final
Fantasy 7, dude.
Remake. Oh my god.
A game that has been coming for years.
People have been they've been thirsty about this game since the PS3 tech demo. And
dude, even before that, apparently, I watched the video talking about the history of the remake.
Mm-hmm.
And in the early 2000s, Kitase and team at Square Enix, were they Square Enix then? They might have been Squaresoft, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wanted to remake the original PS1 game, so like 7, 8, and 9. They were talking about it. But obviously those plans didn't pan out. And then when they did that tech demo for the PS3, then people were like, yo, we want this. And then it took them almost 10 years to reveal the actual remake.
Wow. Holy crap.
So it's been a long time coming, apparently.
I can't believe that, man. Well, I can. I can see it. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't have like the nostalgic ties to the original Final Fantasy VII. I tried it. I'm like one of the few gamers that have attempted it and did not enjoy it to its fullest and kind of just stopped.
Which is kind of crazy because like I get Final Fantasy 8. I have a lot of love for that one too, which I know is one of your favorites.
9 is better,
but it surprises me because 7 has such a solid base and foundation.
Yeah, I don't know. It just.
But hey, the remake is gonna be better apparently, or well, according to some people.
We'll see. We'll see. I know that they changed some things in there in story and whatnot, but I'm excited.
A lot. They changed a lot.
I can't wait to play it. Like I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited to play Final Fantasy VII. The demo was amazing. I enjoyed my time with it. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. And to be honest, Final Fantasy VII Remake might be the biggest game in this quarter. And you guys will see, like, if we go down the list of games, there's just not much to be excited. Like it starts off strong and it ends strong, but in between.
Yeah, it leaves you yearning for more. Let's put it like that.
Absolutely, but that's all right. We got bad logs to work on.
Yeah, man. Like Xbox Game Pass is throwing me left and right.
Oh yeah. So, but what's the next game in April?
The next game in April, the last one on the list is Overcooked 2 Gourmet Edition. Now, I loved the first one. Like
super fun,
so much fun, so many fights.
Why weren't you cleaning the dishes, dude?
Exactly. It's like
that's me to my son.
Chop the mushrooms. What's the matter with you? It's just
so good.
It's fun, man. It's a great party game, and I don't know. I genuinely enjoy it. I got it on PSN. It was a PS Plus game, so I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it day one.
No, probably not.
Because Final Fantasy VII is gonna be there. I'm still gonna be playing Animal Crossing. It's gonna be a lot
going on.
It's gonna be a lot. And then the next game that comes up, I mean, is gonna be one that I am personally genuinely excited for. After
definitely. So that's it for April, guys. It's Resident Evil 3, FF7 Remake, two remakes of 20-plus-year-old games, and Overcooked 2 Gourmet Edition. Let's go.
Solid.
Now, keep in mind, guys, for all of you that may not have seen the first quarterly report, this is our personal list, right? It's games that we would be interested in, that we would actually play. So if it's a game that we didn't put on the list, and you feel maybe should have been, or maybe we would like, or if you just want to talk about it, just put it on the comments.
Yeah, definitely. Put it in the comments. Let us know, what games we should consider in regards to things, because this is a very, 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 very biased list, if I were to say anything. But the next game in May is, well, the first one is Wonderful 101, which, like, I remember when we reacted to like that Nintendo E3 conference where they showed the Wonderful 101, and I was like, what?
It was 2013.
I was like, what? This looks amazing. This looks so much fun. And then, you know, I found like they had the Kickstarter and I looked into it and I was just like, wow, this had the worst luck in the world in regards to launching and like the development history behind it, like how it originally was supposed to be a Mario All-Stars fighting game where like you would control all of the IPs in the Mario franchise cumulatively, and then they switched it over to like superheroes and whatnot. It's just it's craziness. So I am excited. I played a little bit at your place when we were when my in-laws were in town. You can see the stream if you want to. It was good times. I'm excited. I'm glad I backed them.
Absolutely, man. And it's a great game. It's a game that deserved a lot more attention than it did, and I'm glad that it's finally getting it. That Kickstarter was a huge success. And I have a feeling when it comes out, it's going to sell well, because games on the Switch, you know, they tend to sell pretty well.
The Switch is bae, bro. Like, we all know that. It
really, really is. Apparently, this is a little bit of a tangent, but even though they haven't revealed the sales numbers, the Panzer Dragoon remake sold extremely well, way more than the developers thought.
Oh, really?
I think because it was like an investor meeting, and there was a document in Polish actually, and I think I read something about like it making like 360% like profit over the actual development.
Wow! Holy
it's
crap!
Crazy numbers. So I'm really glad, and I'm just like, yeah, it's a Switch thing. It's gonna sell, man.
It's a Switch thing. That's just how it is. Oh man, that's crazy though. I mean, they were already gonna work on Zwei, right?
Oh yeah, they had already made plans for that, but that game is kind of sort of in pre-production still. They said that 2020 is going to be the first game that's what they're going to focus on.
Yeah.
So they're still patching a lot of things. They said a second patch is actually coming really soon. And then after that, you know, I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that they've got to be at least like doing some major work on Zwei right now.
Right.
But I wouldn't expect it for another year, maybe two.
Well, I mean, I'll play it. I'm excited for it. Like, I played the original, and it's good. I enjoyed it. You can tell that there was a lot of love that was put into it, especially with what little they had to work with. So I'm excited for the community. That's for sure.
Definitely.
But
getting back to the quarterly report.
Yeah, moving forward. We're getting sidetracked with Panzer Dragoon. Who would have thought? The next game that's on the list is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. And bro, I am so jealous of Europe and like their special edition, their collector's edition that they have. Like, holy crap, man, it looks so good.
It looks really nice.
Like, ridiculously good. I was talking to Marta about it, my wife, and I was like, dude, like, look at this. This is so pretty. Can we just fly to Poland and buy it there and then fly back?
It's super nice, man. It's one of those that I would actually consider like buying, just because the game has so much clout. A lot of people have said that the first Xenoblade Chronicles is fantastic.
Yep.
So I think it'd be worth buying. But hey, that's all right. I'm definitely gonna get this game though.
Yeah.
Never played
did you
it
play?
on the Wii.
Oh, you didn't play it?
To find. No, I never played.
Oh,
it was super hard to find. Like, I think you could only buy it at GameStop if I remember, and then like after they sold out of their first stock, they did some slimy stuff where they like had some used copies and sold them as new, but they were more expensive, like $80 instead of like the normal 50 or 60.
What?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what the issue was, but I know that it is something really slimy.
That's typical GameStop, I guess.
Dude.
I guess, like, I mean, you know, you go in. I saw this thing where it was like you go in with like a bunch of like you go in with like a Wii, a PS, whatever, and like an Xbox, and you present it, and they're like, yeah, that'll be $8.34 in store credit.
It's freaking ridiculous.
And it's like, oh, if you want cash, you know, it'll be less. It'll be $6.20.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
No, it's ridiculous, man. Like the way they run things, and this what happened with this pandemic too. They kept being open because they're essential.
Yeah, come on,
get out of here.
Come on. Oh man,
that's another tangent.
Yeah, that's a whole other discussion. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Like, that's essentially like the two big games that Onyx and I are super excited about, that we're interested in. But looking into June, and I've never played this, so I am intrigued by it. Once this whole thing passes, I'm probably gonna go ahead and borrow it from Onyx. But Control, their DLC is coming out in June. And
right.
I've seen the trailers. I've seen very, very like little tidbits of spoiler-free reviews on Control, and dude, I am intrigued. Like the synopsis and like the story in that game, and the gameplay, of course, it looks good, but I'm itching to get into that.
No, definitely. I'm really looking forward to it too. And it's funny because the first DLC for Control just launched, and apparently it's really good. It's called The Foundation. So again, it's a really good release. A lot of people are really big fans of it. I haven't gotten it yet just because I've been so busy with other stuff, but it is something that I really do want to get soon. But I'm like the one for June, from what I've read, I hear it's pretty big too. It's a big more of an expansion versus a DLC, if I remember correctly.
Well, those are always the best, man. You know, like to me, the I always go back to like The Witcher 3 and like their expansions, because they're not DLC. It's like a whole different area, more story, things like that. If that's what the second like pack of Control has in regards to the DLC, that's awesome. I'm definitely excited for the fans. But the next game is one that I feel like, and I just clap my hands. I don't know if the mic actually picked that up or not.
I heard it.
But I feel like it's something that you and I are both very excited for, not just because of the clout behind the developers, but just the aesthetic, the style, the music, the setting, like everything about it. And we're talking about Ghost of Tsushima. That game, when it was presented, you know, it was just so beautiful. And I mean, it still is. Like, it's gorgeous. I'm intrigued by the story and just seeing what is there and what's going to happen, and just kind of having this samurai that's just like, screw honor, screw everything, I'm going to fight for revenge. And I don't know, I'm getting chills just talking about it.
No. Ghost of Tsushima has a lot of potential. Like Sucker Punch. Wait, is it Sucker Punch?
Yeah, it's Sucker Punch. Yeah, they have clout, man.
I don't know. Absolutely. The Infamous series was fantastic. I love that series a lot. So they do know like some basics of like really good open world design, and I hope that carries over. I don't know if Tsushima's gonna be open world. I think it's gonna be, or at least open sandbox. I hope.
I would hope so as well. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just when you look at what the history of Sucker Punch and like what they've done in the past, like have they done anything else after Infamous Second Son?
After Second Son? That's a good question.
Because Second Son was a launch title. For... Maybe, I don't know.
PS2 games.
Well, they did. I know that they did Second Son, and then they did First Light, which was the DLC for
DLC, right?
For Second Son. And I remember.
No, dude, that's it. I'm looking at it right now.
Wow.
Literally so they've only made like a few games. They did some Rocket Robot on Wheels for the 64. Then they had their Sly Cooper series from 02 to 05. Then they did Infamous 1, 2, Infamous Festival of Blood, which is DLC for the second. Then Second Son, First Light, and now Ghost of Tsushima. That's it.
Wow. And First Light, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great title, but it was DLC to the original essentially. So I know that you can buy it separately and you can play it all on its own. I think it was on PlayStation Plus at one point, but dude,
I think it was actually, you're right.
I enjoyed Second Son greatly. The only issue with that was that it was short, but it was goddamn beautiful. It's gorgeous and very very well polished.
Great, wasn't it a launch title?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it was a launch title. I mean, it came out in 2014, so it was right there.
Man, that's crazy, man. Like,
I know, right?
Infamous was a great series too. So
yeah,
I'm hoping Ghost of Tsushima has, I hope it's just a great game. I love the setting a lot. You know how much I love Japan, so.
Oh yeah, I mean, you only spent your honeymoon there, dude. Like,
yeah, no biggie.
No biggie. But dude, it's crazy that they've been. I'm guessing they've been working on this for like 6+ years.
It's potentially been 6 years, absolutely.
That's freaking nuts, man. Like the amount of love, attention to detail, and everything. Like I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this game plays. But the next and final thing is I'm sorry. It's Pokemon DLC, and like this sucks because like. For people that have been watching the channel for a bit, Onyx did not play Pokemon Sword and Shield at all.
Yeah, I voted with my wallet, guys. I was not happy with everything leading up to it, and I just didn't want to get it.
Yeah, and dude, honestly,
it didn't make a difference because this was like the best-selling Pokemon game ever. I think.
Was it really?
Like I don't know, if, maybe not ever, but I know for the first like week or first month or something, it sold the quickest. If I remember correctly. Something like 6 million units or 16 million units, some crap like that.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's insane the numbers it pulled, but hey, I don't know, I stuck to my ideals, I guess.
I mean, for me, it's how can I say this? I went in expecting the worst but hoping for the best, I guess would be the best way of saying it.
Right.
Like I wanted it to be a great game. And
I think everybody wanted this to be like that next big major evolution to Pokemon.
Right. And
Breath of the Wild was to Zelda, Odyssey kind of to Mario. And I say kind of because Mario was more of a return to form, right? It didn't really like change the formula like Breath of the Wild did.
Are you talking about Odyssey?
Odyssey, yeah.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's just, for lack of a better term, they didn't change too much, if you know what I'm saying.
But for Pokemon, it stayed the same. Like, it really did. And amongst that, the whole Dex controversy, whatever. We've talked about it plenty of times in the past, and now...
We've talked about it ad nauseum at this point.
Indeed. But their Isle of Armor expansion pass, the expansion pass has those 2 DLCs, and Isle of Armor is the first one that's coming out in June. And I mean, we haven't gotten any more directs. So I don't think we're gonna get anything till E3.
Well, E3 era,
or what E3 would have been around that area or time. But yeah, Isle of Armor is like the only big June release for Nintendo. It looks like.
Yeah, that's kind of a shame. I'm hoping that they shadow drop some stuff, but. In regards to Pokemon, I'm not getting the DLC. Like I played the original, the vanilla version of Sword, and I just don't abide by. Like I don't appreciate what the developers did. I don't appreciate and I'm sure plenty of people will disagree with me. Some people will agree with me, but I don't appreciate what they did, and the fact that now they're like, oh well, we heard your cries and your pleas and blah 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 blah, and we're putting more Pokemon in the game, and they touted that as a feature of the DLC. And yes, you don't. I know that you don't need to get the DLC in order to get those Pokemon, because technically you could trade with people that do have the DLC, but that kind of completely circumvents the excitement and joy of catching Pokemon in the first place. And
of a new generation to boot. You go into a new generation for a lot of different reasons. Now, a lot of different people do it for different reasons too, right? Their own personal things.
Yeah.
It still sucked, and it still kind of hurt for big time fans. I'm maybe Gen 9 will be different. Maybe whatever remake we get next year will be different. But going forward, I don't know. I'm not expecting as much from Pokemon, and that's on me.
Yeah,
because the games have not changed that much since the original. So,
dude, I skipped I think 4 or 5 generations.
I think did I do that too? I played Gen 2. I never played Gen 3, even the remakes, or 4 or 5. Yeah, I jumped back in 6.
Wow.
So you're right. Yeah, we skipped 4 gens as well.
We skipped 4 gens, and we both kind of came in at the same time and started playing at the same time, and just kind of went with it. And it's
3 gens. We suck at math.
Whatever. I didn't play. Well, yeah, you're right. But I don't know. I'm not looking forward to any more Pokemon. I hate to say it.
No, it does. You're right. It's that feeling of
sucks.
Did I outgrow the series?
Right. So I don't know, but since the pickings are slim, I think what we can do this time around, instead of picking 2 per month, we should just stick with 1 per month.
Oh,
and
okay. So one game that you would definitely get every month. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be easy.
Yeah, that will be easy, because I know exactly what I want. 2 of which I've already purchased.
That's true.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
Here, I'll go first because I'm pretty sure a few of these are gonna overlap anyway.
Yeah.
So for April, of course, it's Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yep, that's me too.
May is actually a little difficult for me because on the one hand, I want more Wonderful 101, but on the other hand, I own Wonderful 101.
That's true.
Played it on release. I just never finished it. I got really far, but I never finished it. And I've never played Xenoblade. So for May, I actually think I'm gonna lean towards Xenoblade Chronicles.
Shut up! Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, I never played the game.
Wow.
It's a whole new experience versus one that I've already played.
Wow. That's. I mean, I did not expect that.
I know.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I would say Wonderful 101 just because of the fact that like I already paid for it. And I looked at Xenoblade Chronicles and I'm just like, maybe. That's like a maybe. Yeah, and it's not like, and I'm saying that in regards of getting it day one. Like I will definitely get Xenoblade Chronicles. Like people have told me that is like fantastic, and like the what is it, the epilogue that they are adding to it,
right,
is stuff that was cut out from the original. So it's going to add even more content to what was already there. Wonderful 101 for me.
Okay, well, hey man, that's awesome.
and for June,
very, very simply, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah,
it's a new IP, totally awesome setting. Again, we just talked about how much we enjoy Sucker Punch games. It's a no-brainer for me. Yeah,
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of thinking, maybe Pokemon DLC, but I think Ghost of Tsushima wins.
After talking all that shit. Like, oh, you know what? I am gonna get Pokemon. Isle of Armor, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh man, but no, that's definitely Ghost of Tsushima for the win. Like I don't know. Hopefully it comes with the white guy that was over at the E3 conference.
Oh man, the master player of whatever that instrument is.
Yeah, dude. Like when he came out, and I was like, what? Like first off, kudos for a white guy like learning this instrument.
Dude, like, mastering it. I think he's one of the only ones in the West that is like has mastered it.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Like I think he was trained actually under like traditional Japanese players of that instrument. It's crazy.
It's nuts. It's nuts to like completely take yourself out of like your heritage and kind of like your surroundings.
I want to learn this.
You're like, I want to learn something that I know nothing about, and like, I mean, I don't know. It's awesome. It's awesome. Kudos to him. But regardless, I'm excited for that game. It's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah,
super cinematic. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, so pretty, so pretty.
Sure, but you guys, I mean, that was our second quarterly report, the second quarter of 2020. Pickings are slim. I don't know if it's due to the pandemic. I don't think so.
I don't know, man. I mean, they pushed back a couple of things, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Last of Us 2 was supposed to be out in May, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah, man. Like,
yeah.
It was supposed to be
pushed back indefinitely.
Yep, and same thing with Iron Man VR that was supposed to come out this month, if I remember correctly.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about that, but
I know. But when you have Last of Us that's coming out May 29th, and Sony at the same time's like, hey, by the way, this isn't going to come out. Like, it kind of sucks, and
it does for sure.
It is what it is. I mean, I get it, but still, well, I've talked about it at the quarterly report or the weekly resume about that, so it's whatever. I don't want to like get back into it, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I got you, man. But yeah, that's our quarterly report. So let us know in the comments below if we missed any games, or if there's any games that you personally, are really looking forward to. Let us know how dumb we are for, putting 2 DLCs in the month of June.
Pickings are slim, guys. Pickings are slim.
They really are.
Oh man.
Like, just look at this. This is really quickly. 2 remakes, 2 definitive editions and/or ports, and 2 DLCs.
Yeah.
Like, we literally... Actually, no, because the Gourmet Edition is a port as well.
Yeah.
So, literally, we have 1 new game. Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep.
That's kind of yikes.
Yeah.
I almost want to look at the list again and be like, wait, did I miss something?
I don't know. What games are coming out?
Nah, that's really it, man.
That sucks.
I looked hard. Like I said, I'll leave it to our commenters. Let us know how wrong we are, or how wrong I am, because I'm the one that looked at the list, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, all right, Onyx, let's do it. And he was like, here's the list. And I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, obviously, the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and all that other stuff.
Follow us on Discord. Wait, that's not how it goes.
Join our Discord.
Shut up.
It's all good. We're rusty, guys. We're rusty.
Indeed. Yeah, we're just get on there. We talk a lot and it's fun.
Yeah.
And check out our membership and our Patreon if you want to support the channel directly. And that's it, man. Anything you want to add?
I don't know. Have a nice life, guys.
Have a nice life, guys. We'll catch you.
We'll catch you
on
the next one. Deuces. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more and stay up to date, subscribe, hit the little bell, and join our Discord.
If you want to support the channel, please check out our Patreon or hit the join button below. As always, thanks for your support and thanks for watching.